Greetings to all. I am Dr. Devina Krishna from the Department of English, Patna Women's College, and today my topic is on language families of South Asia. The aim of this lecture is to lend a linguistic perspective on the issue of South Asia as a diverse linguistic area. In sum, the lecture attempts to outline the major languages and language families of South Asia. My talk is planned in this way. It will have an introduction to the region of South Asia. It will talk about Indo-European family divided into Indo-Aryan and Indo-Iranian language family, Dravidian, Austroasiatic, Tibeto-Burman, Tai-Kadai, Great Andamanese, conclusion and references. Before I talk about the language families of South Asia, let me set the background for you. Let me first introduce you to the region of South Asia. South Asia, as you know, is represented by the following different countries in its fold: India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Maldives and Afghanistan. Each of these is different from one another regarding their area, size, etc. While Maldives is the smallest nation in South Asia, India is the biggest. And India is very large from east to west and from north to south. Irrespective of their size, each South Asian nation houses more than one language family in its fold, which makes it very interesting. Let us now start with westernmost part of South Asia, and that is Afghanistan. Afghanistan mainly represents the Iranian language family. There are two official languages, which are Pashto and Persian. In addition to these two major languages, there are many languages represented by the smaller speech communities, and Nuristani among them is worth mentioning. The next country is Pakistan. Here, Indo-Aryan languages consist of Urdu, Punjabi, Sindhi, and other languages. Iranian languages are Pashto and Baluchi. Moreover, one notices that Dravidian language Brahu is spoken in northwest part of Pakistan. Then let us take Nepal as the other country tucked in Himalayas. It has large varieties of language families represented. It has Indo-Aryan, it has Tibeto-Burman, Dravidian and Austroasiatic language families. The interesting part is that all languages are considered as national languages drawn from different families. Nepali or Gorkhali is the official language of Nepali. I will now talk about Maldives, and its map is like a pearl necklace located in the Indian Ocean. Dhivehi is the official language and has some affinity to Ilu, the ancient Sinhalese language. Dhivehi is spoken approximately by 350,000 speakers. The Maldives is the smallest Asian country in both population and land area. Next we come to Sri Lanka, which has two major languages represented, Sinhala and Tamil. Sinhala is the southern Indo-Aryan language. Now let us come to the Indian part. In India, there are 7 language families, and to start with Indo-Aryan language family, this family represents the following languages such as Hindi, Punjabi, Marathi, Bangla, Sindhi, Rajasthani, Nepali, etc. And these languages are spoken in north, northwest and central India. The Dravidian languages are spoken by over 200 million people in South Asia and in diaspora communities around the world, and constitute the world's 5th largest language family. The Dravidian language family is represented by Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Tulu, etc. spoken in South Asia. Overall, it consists of about 26 languages in total. Then there is Austroasiatic, represented by 2 sub-families that are Mon Khmer and Munda, Khasi, Jaintia or Panar spoken in Meghalaya. These are the Austroasiatic Mon Khmer languages. On the other hand, Khariya, Mundari, Santhali, Bhumij, Ho, etc. spoken in central India, and east central India belongs to the Munda sub-branch. The most recent language family is Tai-Kadai. Tai Khangti is a vibrant language and is spoken in Arunachal Pradesh. Ahom or Thai Ahom is an extinct language that belongs to this family. And then we have Tibeto-Burman family that has Bodo, Meitei, Tamang, Bai, Garo, Jingpo, etc. belonging to this family. Coming to the Andaman Islands that are broadly divided into two sets of groups. So we have Great Andaman and we have Little Andaman. The Great Andamanese is a generic term representing 10 languages among a family of languages that were once spoken by 10 different tribes living in the north, south and middle of the Great Andaman Islands. And these languages were mutually intelligible like a link in a chain. Thus, the two ends of the chain were distant from each other, but the links in between were close to each other in a mutual intelligibility scale. Then we have present day Great Andamanese, PGA, which is a mixture of the four northern varieties of the Great Andamanese languages, that is Jeru, Khora, Bo and Sare. Interestingly, PGA has drawn its lexicon from Khore, Bo, Jeru and Sare languages, the four North Andamanese varieties of the Great Andamanese language family, but the grammar was based on Jeru. The research conducted so far shows that PGA is a unique language. There is strong linguistic and genetic evidence to suggest that the people of the Andaman Islands represent a distinct genetic group who populated the Andaman Islands tens of thousands of years ago. PGA is currently spoken in the city of Port Blair and Strait Island. And to conclude, South Asia is considered as a linguist paradise, and you must wonder why is it called so. And the reason is that there are more than 2,000 languages spoken in South Asia. However, these 2,000 languages can be grouped into different language families, as I have discussed before. And when we talk about language families, we are basically trying to say that these languages belong to different language families, which are identified by historical linguists by comparative methods. So there are comparative methods that are standardized, there are methods that are scientific methods by which we classify languages into different language families depending upon the similarities of sound meaning correspondences and the structures, grammatical structures and lexicon. So there is rich linguistic diversity represented in several language families. The richness is visible in multilingualism, diglossic situations and multiple orthographic systems as well. Diversity of languages in South Asia is due to the existence of genealogically distinct language families and the languages represented in them. Historical migration stretched over 70,000 years is also responsible for the diversity. So human evolution, migration and the culture that motivated people to be bilingual and multilingual. So these are the references for my presentation. Thank you so much.